Hi, my name is Shaunt, and this is the Toronto Profiles Project. What I do for a living is I run a coffee shop and event space with my brother. So Antikka is a proverb that my grandparents used to say all the time growing up. The concept was his. He came up with it. He kind of had a ritual of going to buy records and then going to a coffee shop. And so one day he was just like, these things need to be under one roof. So when my brother signed the lease for this space, I decided to move back to Toronto and help him run it. And I haven't looked back. It's been a wonderful 2 years. So I also DJ for a living. It's something that I started doing since opening up the shop, and creating music here and curating art here helped me find my passion for it. It's always something that's been super important to me. Like growing up, if there was ever a free auxiliary cord lying around, I was always the one to grab it. But I wasn't necessarily surrounded by a lot of people who appreciated my creation in music. So being here in a place like downtown Toronto where you have so much diversity, you're bound to find people who appreciate the things that you love, and that most definitely happened. In Toronto right now, there's a ton of first generations and young immigrants who are in this position of trying to take two puzzle pieces that really don't fit together, but somehow, some way, you gotta make it work. This is your reality. And having those people around in Toronto's art scene is really what makes this place so unique and so special. To be able to walk into a venue and have individuals and musicians from so many walks of life and such diversity and experts in their own cultural music, and then fuse all of that together live on stage, that's the sound of Toronto. That's a sound that you won't hear anywhere else. And it's really, really special. And it's what I value most about Toronto's music scene, for sure. Coffee is very much an integral tool in building community and having a space for people to have conversation and for people to connect with one another. We rotate through a lot of Canadian roasteries for our espresso. I've really fallen in love with the process of making coffee. It's a ton of fun. There's very interesting nuances, and the more you care, the better that coffee will taste, and there's no doubt about that. We also serve Armenian coffee here, which is really, really great. Our Armenian coffee we get from a roastery in San Francisco. It's a very sort of simplified form of coffee. You just have coffee, water, and heat. You boil it together, and that's it. It's kind of like the size of an espresso, and I feel like it's just the perfect size to have a conversation with somebody, and it's awesome to be able to have space for that. So you can find us on Instagram at Antikka Cafe. We host a lot of events at the space. Come by for a coffee, browse some records anytime. You'll usually find me or my brother behind the bar. Come say hi, have a chat. And I'm looking forward to meeting more of you, meeting more of our community members, and continuing to hold space for all of you. So welcome anytime. We're right between Shaw and Ossington on Queen, on the north side.